What's going on, everyone? Crazy Russian 86 here, and welcome back to my other chips and malt liquor video. Just like that, I'm about to drink some warm beer. Mickey's Grenade, malt liquor. Drink malt liquor, only malt liquor. The nectar of gods, just like Steel Worldwide told you. The mitzvah of Steel Worldwide. Malt liquor. Now I'm the same park, but I'm like on the other side from where I used to be. Taking a break. This time I didn't have a lunch yet. There are golf courses over there, but I just, went to the woods because I don't want to be disturbed. Gonna do my thing. I don't want people to be complaining about me, none of that, So I like to kind of be low key. My low back is hurting me, but what? So trying to see if I can sit down, but it's not that comfortable over here. Sitting on the tree. I mean, it's alright. I can see it. Been watching videos of Martin Luther King Jr. Or should I say Martin Luther King? I knew what he's talking about. I mean, it would be nice if you all could get along, but it's not possible. We're not meant to get along. It's against human nature. We can understand each other, so you can learn how to be a little bit more tolerant towards each other, but you still can't get along. We can only be civil. And being civil really means walking away instead of fighting someone. But that doesn't mean we're gonna get along. People are talking about, oh, we have so many problems with this person, that person. I've been watching video of Whoopi Goldberg. But she didn't say anything, that outrageous. I remember years ago, I used to talk to black people on YouTube. At the time when YouTube was more free, not like right now when YouTube is more controlled by the Jews, But then we used to have more freedoms on YouTube. I used to leave comments saying that black people living in black and white world because of the things they used to say. And they used to say similar things. We used to say like, oh, you're Jewish but you're white. And they used to refer to me as a white person, right? And they've been saying, like, these white Americans, in their eyes, it's like they're my people. That's how the black people look at everyone else. They look at you like, okay, you white? So that means that, you're the same people as white Americans. You're not black, therefore you're not oppressed. And at that time, when people were saying this type of things, they were not losing their jobs or nothing because of that. But Whoopi Goldberg got suspended because of her comments about the Holocaust. She said that Holocaust is not about the race, it's about inhumanity among people. There was a lot of outrage, a lot of anger about it. Well, what's the solution? Be like Neturei Karta. Don't talk about Holocaust, keep your opinion to yourself. If somebody is gonna try to ask you what's your opinion about it, don't say anything. Now, goes hand in hand with freedom of speech. We think you have freedom of speech, but the minute you speak your mind, is the minute when you offend someone else. No more freedom of speech. So what kind of freedom of speech you talking about? Freedom of speech doesn't exist, okay? Let's face it. Freedom of speech doesn't exist. Because the minute you offend someone, there's no more freedom for you. And what do you need to say in order to not offend anyone? Don't say a word. Because anything you say could seem offensive to somebody else. So, especially when you're talking about Jewish type of stuff. That's like a big taboo. You say something which is against New World Order or anything which is against of these fake Jews ruling the world, because they know they're not real Jews. The real Jews are Neturei Karta. So if you're not Neturei Karta, you're not Jewish, that's all. Well, that's my personal opinion. But, you know, I don't own YouTube, I don't own Google. Neither do Neturei Karta, the real Jews. They don't own shit. These fake Jews do. I'm a real Jew, okay? They're not. So fuck them. I mean, I'm gonna take it back. I'm not a real Jew. Because I don't follow Judaism like I'm supposed to. I don't keep Shabbos. I drive on Shabbos. I turn lights on and off. So no, I'm not a real Jew. I'm gonna take it back. Because, and some people are saying, oh, you know what? Judaism is not a religion. It's awesome. There's more to it than that. I was watching this fucking idiot, Rudy Rothman, talking to that woman. Thank God he didn't get offended. And I agree with him on that. He shouldn't get offended. He's a Jew. He didn't get offended. He took it like Whoopi Goldberg is just being ignorant because she doesn't know a lot about Jewish things, you know. Which is true. I agree with Rudy Rothman on that. You should not get offended over what Whoopi Goldberg said. And you shouldn't punish her for that. That woman, she just doesn't know any better. She needs to learn, that's all. I don't think she should get I don't think she should get suspended or anything. She just needs to learn more about Jewish people, that's all. And by the way, she has a Jewish last name too, which is ironic. She should just get educated on the Jewish people, that's all. She should learn that, you know what, the Jewish people, you know, they're not the same as other whites. And a lot of black people should get that education, that's all. They need to understand that the world is not black and white, okay? It's not that white people are oppressors and black people are oppressed. No, it's nothing like that. White people are oppressing other white people too. And there are a lot of different groups of white people. Also, like Rudy Rothman said, the Jewish people came from Middle East, which is true. But where I don't agree with him is that he was saying, you know what, Jewish people, it's not just religion. No, it is. Because, let's face it, who was the forefather of Jewish people, Abraham Avinu, or Abraham. Where he was from? He was Mesopotamian man from the city Ur. And he was the forefather of Jewish people. Why he became a forefather of a Jewish people? Because he came to the idea that God is one. There's one God. Not multiple gods, but just one God. And God came to him and he told me, you know what? You're going to be forefather of a Jewish people. Your people is going to be, there's going to be a lot of you. And you're going to be the chosen ones. That's what I learned in Jewish school. And I know it seems like a legend. It seems like, Zeus or Thor or whatever, like all that type of shit, like a mythology. But I don't know. Because based on what I learned, this is how the Jewish people started, okay? So Jewish people started as a religion. Not as a race, not as an ethnic group, but as a religion. And probably people from different Mesopotamian, tribes at that time, who talked to Abraham and like, you know what, yeah, God, there's one God, okay. I want to be Jewish too. But they were originally not Jewish. There was no such thing as Jewish people at that time. So Abraham started the trend, okay? So what does that mean? It means that I can technically create my own nation. I know you're gonna say, oh, you're not a normal person, there's something wrong with you, we know what's wrong with you, we've been talking about it, ta-ta-ta. You are socially inept, socially awkward, Asperger's, Asperger's, whatever, but so fucking what? I can still have an idea, and if I learn how to market myself better, I can still make my own nation. Well, I don't know, or maybe people in the ancient times had more freedom than we do, because now we have all these laws which not allow us to have freedoms. Like before, you can just say, hey, I'm going to be a forefather of this nation. People come to you and you form, your community, and then you form the nation, and then you conquer land. Now nobody can do that. So I guess people back in the day had more freedoms than we do. And we're talking about land of the free. But the minute you say something is offensive, that's it. You get punished severely. For minor shit. There are a lot of other people like Whoopi Goldberg who say the same ignorant shit. Nobody gives a fuck about them, but because Whoopi Goldberg is a big woman and she has her show which called The View, the minute she says anything about Holocaust, she's fucked. And people are saying, oh yeah, she needs to get suspended for 2 weeks. Oh, she needs to get fired. So, excuse me, what kind of freedom of speech we're talking about here? And you're gonna say, oh, freedom of speech doesn't mean there's no freedom for the consequences. Well, everyone afraid of the consequences because nobody wants to get fired, nobody wants to go to jail. So what does it mean? You don't want to face the consequences, you shouldn't say anything about anything, that's all. So, where's the freedom of speech here? They say, we have a freedom of speech, but if you're gonna say this, you're gonna go to jail. If you're gonna say that, you're gonna get fired. If you're gonna say that, you're gonna get suspended. Oh, I don't want that. Okay. So, where's the freedom of speech here? If anything you say is gonna have harsh consequences like that. Where's the freedom of speech? Like you can say whatever you want, but anything you say gonna get you locked up. Is that really a freedom of speech? You're gonna get locked up because you offend other people, especially the Jews, the persecuted people who apparently rule the world, because the minute you say anything against them, you're gonna get shut down with no appeal. Very persecuted people. I feel so sorry for them. They have all the money, all the power, and the minute you say anything against them, you're gonna get shut down with no appeal. So what kind of persecuted people are we talking about? I'm persecuted too. If you're not gonna say what I want to hear, you're gonna go to jail. That's what kind of persecuted person I am. Todd's been saying that he's not going to be on YouTube anymore. And I called Todd the other day. I think yesterday I was trying to call Todd. Without any rings. Went straight to voicemail. And yes, there's no freedom on YouTube anymore. Before, people used to be able to say anything, but not anymore. And the ironic thing about that too is I've been looking on the internet. Since the COVID started, no more anti-Semitic articles. Since the COVID started, everyone who is talking about Zionism or Holocaust is getting banned. And all the channels are getting terminated. And if you dare talk about the Jews, your video is going to be deleted without any appeal. And after 3 strikes, your channel is going to get terminated without any appeal. And you can try to appeal the decision of YouTube, or JewTube, should I say. But if you do that, you're going to get ignored. Yep. I tried to appeal one of these videos, and I said, you know what? You're taking my freedom of speech away from me. They ignored that shit. You can express your opinion if it has nothing to do with the Jews. You can trash talk blacks, whites, it don't matter. But the minute you trash talk Jews, you're done. Or should I say Zionists? Because if you trash talk Neturei Karta, nobody gives a shit either. All these fake Jews call Neturei Karta Goyim. Well, if the God created this world, but not the Satan, well, it means that Neturei Karta is real Jews. But in the Satan's world, I guess the Zionists are the real Jews. Well, If Zionists are the real Jews, then I'm not Jewish. That's for them sure. Even though my ancestry is Jewish and all of that. But, except my grandfather, he was actually ethnic Russian. You know? But, if the real Jews are these Jews, who don't even follow their religion, whose Jewishness is measured by their money and, you know, ethnicity or whatever that is, all of these Pharisees who call themselves Jews, well, I want nothing to do with these people. I tell you that right now. I want nothing to do with them. And on this note, let me start another malt liquor. I'm giving you too much education here. Need to... You know, it's funny, because I noticed that with these malt liquors, I can open the first bottle, no problem, but the second bottle always give me some kind of headache. And some people say, oh, you're not strong enough. Well, whatever that is, maybe I'm not. But at least I don't have to ask Todd anymore to open the bottle for me. I can do it myself. And the funny thing is, right now people are treating me like I can't do shit about shit by myself, when I actually can do more than I used to. And before, back in the day, people didn't used to even treat me like that. This fucking world is so backwards. This world is so backwards. It's not even funny. But the good thing is, I'm here in San Francisco, California, living with my mom, and I'm making more money than I used to make, and I don't have to deal with people, period. All I do is I do Instacart, I drive around the city, and I'm making a little bit over $1,000 every week, okay? And all I do is I do groceries for people. And when I used to do that in Columbus, I was just like getting whatever I work for. Here in San Francisco, I'm getting more. Like, they have this minimum, you know, of money which you can get. And then they calculate like how many hours I work for Instacart. And then they look at minimum wage, which is like $19.58, almost 20 bucks. Then they multiply it by 20%. Okay, they add it all up together, and then they calculate the amount of miles I drive times 30 cents. They add it all up together, and then they get the number. And if the number which I get for batch earnings, excluding tips, is lower than the other number they calculated, guess what? I'm getting adjustments. So far, because of this adjustment, I got like about 335 bucks. Or how much exactly? No, 340, almost $350, okay, roughly. Almost $350 I got for free, okay? Almost $350 in 2 weeks I got for free, just because I didn't make enough money by doing the job, which I supposed to make. Almost $350 in 2 weeks I got for free. Okay? And this week I got even more free money than last week. So, if you want to do Instacart, come to San Francisco. They're gonna get you good. They're gonna take care of you here. And you don't have to have any other job. All you have to do is drive around, do groceries for other people. And they pay you well, very well too. You don't have to even drive that much. Like, I'm only driving fucking 40 miles a day. Gas is expensive here, it's like $5 a gallon. But so far, since I came, and I came on the 19th, today is February 3rd, so I've been here for already like 15 days. I only filled up my tank twice, okay? Only twice. And it cost me $40 to fill up my tank. $40 a week. When I'm making over $1,000 a week. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Even with my mom, I buy her all the food. And I'm trying to get with her. But unlike Todd, I'm the one who is making money. My mom is just here on Section 8, immigrant from Russia. Me, I'm doing the job making money. And the funny thing is this. I'm thinking I'm making good money, but guess what? 50,000 in San Francisco is below poverty line. The poverty line in San Francisco is 70 grand a year. And the average wage in San Francisco is $250,000. Look, I'm at the bottom of society. And I'm making more money than a lot of people in Ohio. Yep. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I feel like I wanna dance, but my fucking lower back is hurting. People treating me like I cannot do shit about shit, like a disability. And you know what? That makes me that. Cause guess what? Before, when I was like weaker, I was feeling better. And now people treating me like that, and guess what? My low back started hurting. Before, when people didn't treat me like that, I was feeling better. I'm getting old too. When I told it to my mom, she's like laughing at it. And I said, you know what, mom? I know what you mean. You like double my age, but when it comes to my mental age, you like quadruple that. Because my mental age is probably like half of my age. Which means that my mental age is like about 18 years old. I already know that. People told me I'm a fucking child. Like I remember one of these fucking nigga bitches told me I'm a fucking child. I wanted to choke the shit out of her. I wanted to tell her, you know what, maybe I'm a child, but at least I'm not a fucking slave, okay? See how it is? Black people like to run their mouth too much. You give them freedom, they're gonna destroy America. But Jewish people want that. That's why they love blacks so much. Because they want these idiots to do all the crazy shit so they can be in power. And black people don't understand that if the Jews gonna be in power, being Zionist shields, guess what? You're still not gonna be shit about shit. You're still a Schwarze. They just wanna feel good for a moment. When tomorrow maybe they're gonna be under the thumb of the society back again. But instead of white society, it's gonna be Jewish society. That's all. Which, of course, according to them, is the same thing. So, dear blacks, don't worry. You're gonna go back to plantation tomorrow, but today you can feel like you fucking kings and queens. When you're not. Jewish people gonna make you feel like you kings and queens, but under the closed doors they're gonna call you Schwarzes and they're not gonna give two shits about you. But they're gonna make you feel like they do. And I'm not a real Jew because I tell you the truth. And the black people who know the truth, like Malcolm X or Renegade number 1, they've all been getting shot so far. Just like white people. Just like fucking Kennedy. Just like Lincoln. So, and none of them are black. They're all white people. Kennedy, Lincoln, all white. They got shot just like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. For speaking the truth. Well, maybe I'm gonna get shot too, who knows. Maybe I'm next. Probably not, but who knows.
Hey, how's it going? We can't have you in there.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I'll give you a couple minutes, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. They told me they can't have me in here. He's gonna give me a couple minutes. Well, I'm gonna do what they want me to do. They have a problem with me being here, fine. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And finish it somewhere else. Fuck. Oh, my fucking lower back is hurting like pretty badly. Oh. And I'm pretty damn young for that too. But fuck. If that's what they want, I give them what they want. It's a golf course in the end of the day. I've been here for a good half an hour making video. Could have finished it, but fuck. I'm gonna give people what they want. I'm better off that way. And also meantime, you know, I'm gonna show you more of the scenery right here. Just to take a break from what I've been doing, what I've been talking about. Show you the golf course while I'm getting the fuck out of there, because that's what they want me to do. But hey, there's always good with the bad. At least you can, you know, see the scenery, see this beautiful golf courses. There is not that many people right now over there. Actually, on this side, there is less people than on the other side. And this white guy, he was really nice to me about it too, because he was not like trying to get me to the police or anything like that. He just like, get out of here. I'm like, fine. You know, he has all right to do that, so I don't care. I'm gonna take advantage and, you know, move around and show you more of the nature instead of like me being sitting and talking in one spot. There is a golf course there over there. There are people who actually playing golf. I'm about to pass them, you know. Maybe I'm gonna go finish my stuff on the other side, not in the car because of the real PewDiePie. And by the way, the real PewDiePie, this goes to you forever, is fucking stupid bitch. And she realizes she's a stupid bitch too. That's why she shut her fucking mouth. But you know, still, I'm not gonna forgive her for that type of shit. You know, that type of shit you're gonna be unforgiven for. So don't be unforgiven. Oh, just reminds me of this fucking, you know, Wyoming. I fucking love Wyoming. You know, Wyoming is nice. When I stayed there in Cheyenne, Wyoming, I kind of enjoyed it. I drank some beer with people. We talked about, you know, been talking about Metallica and drinking beers and, you know, having some fun. I had to meet like real Native Americans, you know. One of the guys even friended me on Facebook he made me friend him, but he never accepted my request, which I'm cool with because I don't care. I don't really wanna. I like to be all by myself. I don't like to see people around me because, I just want to do my own thing, kind of be my own person. So I'm right now making money so I can isolate myself from society, as you all know. Especially right now, especially when I'm looking at things and I'm thinking that in the past things were way better. Like in the past we actually used to have more freedoms. Like people talking about land of the free and this and that, but guess what? The further we go, the less freedoms we have. Less and less. But that's just how I view the world. I feel like now we have less freedoms than we used to back in the day. That's all. That's just my personal opinion. But most of the people are not that bad, But other people make us feel like, hey, these people are bad, those people are bad. The key is don't subscribe to this stupid programming. Have your own mind, the free mind, and treat people accordingly. That's all. I'm gonna go to the car, put one of the empty bottles. Finish the other one here in a few. And finish probably gonna go on the other side of the park where I was a couple weeks ago when I made that video. But yeah, these people are annoying. They're like, oh, we can't have you over here. I guess I have to be quick about it, but hey, I'm only doing it like, maybe like once every 2 weeks. So, shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully when next time I'm gonna be doing it, it's gonna be different people too. Alright. Go on the other side of the street. In time. Look at all of this. Now you can see the Golden Gate Park. The Golden Gate Park. Fuck, my lower back is really hurting. I shouldn't be saying that because my mom is watching my videos all the time. But I'm sure the pain's gonna go away within the next couple days. Now I'm kind of going towards my old spot. Kind of going towards my old spot. Oof. People are talking about what's wrong with me. Why it doesn't matter? Even if there's something wrong with me, even if it's true, that's fine. But guess what? As long as I can live and do the job, you should just stop caring. That's all. And people, why do you so fixate about what's wrong with me? There are a lot of crazy people in this world. You don't give a fuck about them. Why do you give a fuck about me? Is it because your Jewish masters wants you to? Is that the reason why? Just like they gave the fuck about Jesus Christ because they didn't like his teachings. And I've been watching somebody on YouTube the other day who's been talking about the teachings of Jesus Christ. And that was quite interesting. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna go to a different spot to talk about it. Or maybe, yeah, I probably will. It's gonna be harder for me because my back is hurting, but hey, I'm gonna get more exercise, more moving maybe. It's gonna stop hurting sooner. And I kind of like, you know, this spot because it's like, you know, further away from people. They still gonna hunt me down if they want to, but it's gonna be gonna take them a little more effort. So certainly I'm gonna be happy about that. And I kind of like the scenery a little bit more myself too. You know, like I like the view a little better, honestly. So making long story short, people, you know, I watched the video of somebody. He's been talking about the teaching of Jesus Christ. He's been talking about the phrase, don't judge and you're not going to be judged. And people are taking like, oh, you cannot judge anyone, which is the wrong interpretation, because in reality, there is a continuation of that phrase. Don't judge, or you're going to be judged, or you're going to be judged by your own measure, something like that. Like, you can judge and you're going to be judged the same way. It's like more like a law of karma, if you will. That's what it is. And he was saying that, you know, at the time of Jesus Christ was actually encouraging, you know, when people were acting not in a righteous way, he was actually encouraging people to punish them and to let them know that, hey, you know what, you're not acting the righteous way. We're going to expose you to the rest of the society for not acting the righteous way. He's been saying that that was the real, you know, law, like the real teachings of Jesus Christ. And he was reading that stuff from the Bible about that stuff as well, which I never knew about, because, you know, me studying in Jewish school, I don't know anything about Christianity. I only had one lesson about Christianity when I was in Jewish school, and I kind of ignored it. I don't remember anything about it. It was just some bullshit, you know, but I don't remember what it was even all about, you know. It was so, you know, it was so meaningless for me at that time. But when it comes to going into reading Jeremiah or Luke or other things, I didn't study none of that. But I feel like, what is the importance of studying anything? It all comes down to the same thing. Laws are here to make our lives better. Well, from my experience, it's true to the extent, but I feel like if we were to follow every single law, we wouldn't have no freedoms. You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Then what you can do? So malt liquor. I even cannot drink malt liquor in the park. I mean, I can until I'm gonna get caught. I'm done. Look at this shit. I've been eating these chips for a while and I still have significant amount left. Probably gonna have these chips for another video. Well, and the funny thing is, the more I eat chips, the more I want to eat it. Not like healthy food. I've been eating Russian food, I've been eating healthy food. The only unhealthy food I've been eating is the fucking chips and malt liquor. But a lot of times I feel like, oh my God. I feel like when I've been eating and drinking that type of stuff, I've been having the best time of my life. You know? You know why you feel good when you're drunk or high or whatever? Because you just don't give a shit. Like it numbs down your feelings. Like to me, like I really need it in my life, because when I'm drunk or I'm high, like I don't give a shit about nothing. But when I'm not, the minute some motherfuckers tell me some bullshit, I just want to fuck them up, you know? Like they're making me so angry a lot of times, like all the stupid people. Because if they don't think like me, it means what? You fucking piece of shit, right? You fucking mistake, you fucking subhuman. And when I'm dealing with the subhumans, it's like people are putting shit in my mouth, you know? But when I'm drunk and high, I don't give a fuck about the subhumans. I know they're still subhumans, you know, but I just don't care about them. Because, you know, I just don't care about nothing. That's why, like, to me, I'm actually better off that way. And some people say, oh, it's not, no. But remember, everything is backwards in this world. God is a fucking devil, you know. And if you're good, it means you're gonna get punished, just like, you know, our Lord Jesus Christ got crucified for no reason. So everything in this fucked up world is backwards. So, and persecuted people rule the world. That's another continuation of the same story. You know, poor Jews. They don't have enough millions. They have less millions than they wanted to. Feel so sorry for them, while everyone else is barely making their ends meet. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. I'm about to go somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna go home or I'm gonna do some more of the Instacart. I'm gonna decide it. But thanks for watching. That was yours, always yours, The Rules with 6 Z's, aka Crazy Russian 86, Emil. Peace. Thanks for watching. And thanks for watching, if you do, more of the 10% of my video, because I know that you're not gonna watch more than that. But if you watch 10% of my video, good enough. Thanks for watching just because of that. Peace out. Later, guys.